Hello, very good morning to all of you. Am I audible and can you see my screen too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So firstly, we're going to talk today about the chemical structure representation, 1D, 2D and 3D structure. Although you know there are so many dimensions nowadays used in different fields like 0D, 1D, 2D, 3D as well as 4D. Okay. But we are going to consider in the chemical representation 1D, 2D and 3D structures. Mostly if you have any problem in between any thing, if you are not able to hear my voice clearly, then please unmute yourself and then remind me. Okay, I cannot see the messages. So 1D, 2D and 3D structure representation that we have to see first of all. Now we know there are certain softwares, we can say they may be online or they may be a standalone software. Standalone means which you have to install in your laptop, desktop, and then you can use. And some are the online, that is the web-based server. They are providing some facility to sketch your chemical structure. Okay, so first software which very well known to all the chemists is a ChemSketch. Now this ChemSketch is a freely available software. So if you have the ChemSketch, then it's very good. If you don't have a ChemSketch on your laptop or PC, then just Google this word ChemSketch, go to the first website and download and install the software. It is a free, you can use so many although there is some paid version also available for the ChemSketch, but most of the features of the ChemSketch can be used in a free version. There is a one more software I recommend to all of you. You can use Avogadro. Now Avogadro is also a very good tool. It will be helpful for you in not only today but also in near future for various kinds of the study. Even if you are going to study the DFT calculation, or if you are going to perform the quantum calculation by using a Gaussian or the Games approach, then at that time also you will find Avogadro is going to be a very useful software to you. Another third software which is Marvin Sketch. Now this Marvin Sketch is a free for 1 year for the academic and research purpose. However, if you want to explore all the features of the Marvin Sketch, then you have to purchase this software. Okay, so they are the commercial software from the Chemaxon. The Chemaxon is the name of the company who are providing this software, Marvin Sketch. The fourth one is known as a Camdro. Again, it is a commercial software from this Cambridge University. Okay, so Camdro is a very good software and providing us so many features. So many students now they used to prefer the mobile. Okay, and if you are using a mobile only, and if you want to use a mobile only, then there is a one mobile application is also available, Kingdraw. With the help of Kingdraw you can do some of the things, not many things, but you can sketch your chemical structure. You can save in your chemical structure in SDF, mol and mol to file format. Okay, so these are the some softwares which I recommend you. You can use any one or two in a combination or individually, depends on you. Now there are certain ligand databases that you can see. This is also available. Now what is this ligand databases? So many chemical structures are well known. Okay, so many molecules are in a research, so many molecules are in a clinical trial. So certain companies, they have started their databases and they have provided not only the structures of the chemical compound molecules, drugs, but they are also providing so many informations about that drug or the chemical structure. Okay, so what are these databases? Some of them are mentioned here, like zinc databases, drug bank, PubChem, ChemSpider, ChemDB and ChemBill. And what is the best thing about this all six databases is that all are free. However, you will find that there are so many commercial databases is also available. Commercial means if you access the data from this website, then you have to subscribe the paid service. Okay, but these are the databases which are freely available. Okay, and what is the use of this? What is the use of this softwares? The softwares are helpful for drawing, sketching your chemical structure, convert your structure into a various file format like STF, mol and mol2. The ligand databases If suppose already known molecule is available, then why to draw the structure? Okay, in that case you can directly retrieve your structure from this ready-made databases. So we'll see one after one about this use of the various softwares. So let us start first of all the ChemSketch. So hope you can see my screen. Just what you have to do, if you don't have a ChemSketch, go to the Google and type ChemSketch software and see the very first website, ChemSketch freeware, that is available. When you click on this first tab only, first link only, they will ask you for the registration, and it is free use. Most of the free softwares, what they are saying, you have to use only for the academic and the research purposes. You cannot use this software for the commercialization. Okay, so you can download academic and personal use software, okay, and download the ChemSketch freeware. After downloading ChemSketch freeware, what you have to do, just any general software, you have to install it. They have provided you the guideline how to use a ChemSketch, although there are so many features which you can explore by using a ChemSketch. So let us see how it looks like. Some students are from B Farm, so do you know about this software, the B Pharmacy student? Have you used this software?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
So this is how it looks like ChemSketch. Okay, so many just like a Word or the Microsoft Excel, there is a menu bar, some uh, applications which are available on the top side, on left side, on the right side. So what is there in the left side? You can see some symbols C, H, N, O. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so CEHN, what this represent? Nothing but your atomic atoms represent from the periodic table. Okay, if some of the atoms are not mentioned here, then there is a one this mark is available which opens your periodic table, and you can select whatever the atoms you have to select. Okay, on the right side you can see some ready-made structures are available like benzene, cyclohexane, cyclopentane, tertiary butane, isopropyl group, COCH3, COH, COPH, and so on. Okay, you can see this. So okay, now suppose you if suppose you have to sketch, okay, you have to sketch one structure like let us sketch toluene. Okay, so what you have to do, first you have to select, you have to place your arrow on this benzene ring, click and just take it. Okay, so you can see now the benzene is there. Now if you have to draw one bond, okay, so for that, now click on the first carbon atom. Now you can see the structure is drawn. So this is a structure of what? Toluene, correct? Sometimes what happen, you select and you drag it like this. Now what happens, now this is a distorted geometry, right? Correct, one bond, you can see it is a very elongated, as such it is not to be like so. So what you can do, just control A. So control A will going to select whole the structure. There is one tab which is available, clean the structure. You can see here mark, can you see this mark?
Yes, sir.
So when you press on this clean structure, now see these bonds are adjusted according to the required geometry. Okay, so this is what a basic structure you can draw. Now suppose you draw some complicated structure. Okay, first of all, yeah, let us draw some complicated structure. So what I'm doing, I'm just drawing one structure like this. Okay, so I have drawn one structure. I don't know the name of this structure, what is the general name. It may be any structure. Now suppose if you want to know the IUPAC name of this structure. Okay, so what is a basic ring? What is the name of this ring? The two benzene ring with one nitrogen. Anyone? What is the name of this ring?
Quinoline.
Quinoline ring, correct? So basically this is a quinoline derivative. So let us see what is the IUPAC name of this structure. So for that, what you have to do, again you have to control A. So what will happen with control A? It will select whole structure. Now go to this menu bar in the tools. Okay, and in tools you can see there is one option, generate. And generate, what you have to generate? You have to generate a name for the structure, correct? So click on this name for the structure, and below you can see now what happened. The name of this structure is generated. Okay, so might be good students who are M Pharmacy, they know how to do this, but the students from the B Pharmacy, I think this is going to be new to all of you. So that is why I am showing this. Okay, so what you have to do, B Pharmacy student, you have to first of all download and install this software. You have to play with this software. Okay, so with playing with this software, it will make your hands on this software. You can do so many things. Okay, you can write the reaction which you see in your Morrison board. Okay, you can draw that reaction in this particular ChemSketch software. Now there is a one more I want to show you. IUPAC name it's okay, but there is one more representation that is called as a smile representation for the structure. So for that also you have to select your structure, go to the tools and generate, and there is one option, smile notations. Okay, can you see this? Smiles, SMILES, smiles notation. Now immediately you can see below what is happened. Some letters are abbreviated OC1 CCC C1 CCC C2 CC. What this is representing? This is representing the smile notation for this structure. Okay, smile notations are just nothing but like that of your IUPAC. Okay, it is just nothing but like that of the IUPAC. One structure have a one IUPAC, right? So similarly, a one structure have a one smile notations. The smile notations, if you want to know more about the smile notation, I will share you one video lecture for that. In that video lecture, I have recorded all the informations about the smile notations. Okay, so this is about the ChemSketch, the very first software. I'm just showing you the basic use of the ChemSketch. There are so many things which you can do with the ChemSketch, although okay, just nothing but drawing the structure. You can write chemical reaction, you can have a ready-made structure, you can calculate the properties also. Okay, if certain basic properties you can calculate. So calculate, again go to the tools, and here there is one option called as a calculate. Okay, so what you can calculate? You can calculate molecular formula weight, molar refractivity, molar volume. Okay, surface tension, density, polarizability. If you are studying a mass spectra, then you need mass peak, you need M plus H peak, you need M minus H peak. So all the properties you can calculate, and just by clicking, just select the structure, click all the properties. Now you can see what happened. Yeah, can you see this? The molecular formula weight, composition, molar refractivity, molar volume, and so many properties are being calculated for this structure. So it makes very easy for you all these things, correct? So this is the first structure, ChemSketch, software ChemSketch, which you have to use. Now let me keep it like that only. Let's go to another software, Avogadro. Okay, might be sometimes what happens, Avogadro doesn't open in my laptop very quickly. So let us wait just a minute. Now what I am going to show you in this Avogadro. Okay, yeah, it is now working. So for that, first of all, last time I have shown you this slide. What are conformations? A one molecule can be arranged in a different conformation in a space, and we know out of all these conformations, which conformations are more stable? the staggered conformation. So what is the staggered conformation, or what it means by the stability of the conformation? The conformers are going to be stable in such a form such that what will happen, all the atoms, okay, they are attaining a position as far as away from each other, राइट. जो भी सारे एटम्स एक मॉलिक्यूल में रहते हैं वो एक दूसरे से जितने दूरी बना के रखे उतना अच्छा है, और उतना दूरी बना के रखेगा तो मॉलिक्यूल क्या रहेगा, स्टेबल रहेगा, ये हमें पता है. इक्लिप्स कन्फर्मेशन में क्या होता है, व्हाट हैपेंस इन इक्लिप्स कन्फर्मेशन, यू कैन सी द क्राउडिंग इज टेकिंग प्लेस बिटवीन दिस टू हाइड्रोजन, करेक्ट. ये जो दो हाइड्रोजन है यहाँ पे क्राउडिंग हो रहा है, whereas in a staggered conformation all these hydrogens are at far as away from each other is possible. Similarly, this is you can see in case of this structure, the two methyl group in a eclipse conformation are very close to each other, and which makes the molecule very uncomfortable position, and that is why molecule is having a very high energy, and that's why molecule is unstable. एक basic rule बोलते हैं ना chemistry का, lower the energy more stable is the molecule. क्या बोलते हैं, lower the energy more stable is the molecule. And in staggered conformation, even now there is a gauge conformation, and you can see the gauge conformation, even they have a higher energy as compared to anti-conformer. So that is why anti-conformer are more stable conformer. Okay, we'll see what is this energy, and energy का मतलब क्या होता है. So energy is a combination of all this kind of individual energies. Now what is this? First is a stretching energy. हम जैसे बोलते हैं कि जो भी एटम्स रहते हैं दे आर कनेक्टेड विद ईच अदर बाय अ बॉन्ड, देन दिस बॉन्ड इज इन अ सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन, राइट. हम ये सुना है, दे आर लाइक अ सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, स्ट्रेचिंग एंड बेंडिंग एंड टॉर्शनल, ये सारी चीजें चलती रहती है मॉलिक्यूल के अंदर. सो व्हाट इज द स्ट्रेचिंग? द स्ट्रेचिंग मेक्स elongation in the bond, and if it is coming closer, if these two bonds are coming closer, then what happens, the bond length will decreases, and as the bond length increases or decreases, what is going to happen, the energy of the molecule will change. Similarly, the angle, if suppose these two atom, the first atom this and opposite to this atom, if these two atoms come close to each other, then again what will happen, the angle is changed, and because of the change in angle, the bending energy will change, or it will be affected. One more is a torsional change. Now what is a torsion? If suppose you twist, okay, if suppose you twist your bond, then this is called as a torsion. You are applying a torsion on your bond, and because of the torsion what will happen, एनर्जी विल चेंज. ठीक है, टॉर्शन का एक सिंपल मतलब है, एक आपका हाथ, आपका दोस्त जो रहता है कभी कभी है ना, आपका हाथ पकड़ के ऐसे मोड़ता है, ठीक है, हाथ पकड़ के ऐसे हम मरोड़ देता है, झगड़ा जब होता है तो वो यानी एक्चुअली नथिंग बट क्या होता है, टॉर्शन होता है. सो टॉर्शन समझने के लिए बहुत सिंपल ये फंडा मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ. There is some non-bonded also interaction takes place between the atoms. And what is non-bonded interaction? It may be a van der Waals forces of attraction, it may be a hydrogen bonding, it may be electrostatic force of attraction. ये जो सारे forces of attraction सारे सब मिलके यानी stretching energy, bending energy, torsion energy, non-bonded forces of interaction, ये सारे मिलके एक molecule की total energy बताते हैं. Okay, so if you want to calculate the energy of a molecule, in that case I can recommend you a very simple software, that is Avogadro. So let us see how we can use this Avogadro software, correct? So this is how the Avogadro screen look likes. अगर आप पहली बार देख रहे हैं तो again menu bar, some things are given. Okay, हर सॉफ्टवेयर के लिए I can tell you each software takes a 1 day of explanation. अगर मैं आपको हर एक सॉफ्टवेयर का डिटेल एक्सप्लेनेशन करने जाऊं, it will take a total 1 day of explanation, and that is not possible. So I am showing just basics, so how you can use Avogadro. So there are these 4 important tools which are available at the menu bar. You can see first one is a draw tool, second is a navigation tool, third is a bond centric manipulation tool, then a selection tool, then auto rotation tool, this is an optimization tool, this is a measurement tool. Okay, so these tools are very important in Avogadro. So let us see. The screen looks like by default black. You can change although the screen color depends on you. We will not going to do this, we will keep as it is. Right now what I have selected, I have selected the draw tool. So I am going to draw one structure. So if you click, okay, if you just click on this black screen, what happens? What happened? You can see a structure is drawn, correct? Okay. Now the structure is in a form of a stick notation. You can change this notations, a representation of a structure. If you suppose select this ball and stick, now see what happens. Now the structure is converted into ball and stick. If you suppose select van der Waals spheres, so now see what happened. It is a sphere representation for your structure, correct? If you select wireframe, so it is a wireframe structure. Okay, if I am rotating, that is why you can see this yellow tab is which is coming. Again, you require some handling expertization on this software. Suppose you want to rotate, so what I am doing, I'm just clicking a normal left click, okay, and I'm rotating. So the molecule is rotating. If suppose I want to change the position of this molecule, so I'm clicking a right click and I'm dragging it with the mouse. So what is happening? Now it is changing the position of the molecule. Okay. So let me keep a ball and stick model. So can you see this? A ball and stick model is created. What is the name of this structure? Anyone? What is the name of this structure? Central is representing a carbon and there are 4 hydrogens. So what is the name? Very simple, methane. Correct. So now let me drag it some one more molecule. Now what you can see, there are 2 carbon atoms, correct? And they are far away from each other. Okay. Do you think it is going to be a normal geometry? No. Okay. So I want to optimize. So what you have to do? Just click on this. There is one option, extension, and there is an extension one option, optimize geometry. Okay. So as I click optimize geometry, now you can see what happened. Okay. Structure is now readjusted. Okay. Is this clear? ठीक है, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, जस्ट आपको बता रहा हूँ कि सॉफ्टवेयर को कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं. लेट मी ड्रॉ वन मोर बॉन्ड फ्रॉम दिस कार्बन. तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, ड्रॉ करने के लिए, बॉन्ड ड्रॉ करने के लिए आई एम जस्ट लेफ्ट क्लिक करता हूँ उस कार्बन पे और वहां से क्या करता हूँ, ड्रैग करता हूँ. तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ होते जाता है. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द स्ट्रक्चर? प्रोपेन. ठीक है, एक और ड्रॉ कर देते हैं. नाउ व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द स्ट्रक्चर? ब्यूटेन. ब्यूटेन हो गए, 4 कार्बन हो गए, सो ब्यूटेन. ओके, अब आप वापस देख रहे हैं ज्योमेट्री कैसी है, इक्वल है क्या? सभी बॉन्ड इक्वल दिख रहे हैं क्या? नहीं दिख रहे हैं ना. कोई स्ट्रक्चर अगर आप ऐसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे तो आपके सर भी बोलेंगे एक बॉन्ड छोटा एक बॉन्ड बड़ा, ऐसे कैसे स्ट्रक्चर बना दिया. तो अभी हमें क्या करना है, स्ट्रक्चर को एडजस्ट करना है, ऑप्टिमाइज करना है. बोलते हैं इसको, क्या बोलते हैं हम, ऑप्टिमाइज करना. ठीक है, तो ऑप्टिमाइज करना मतलब बॉन्ड लेंथ, बॉन्ड एंगल, वो सब अकॉर्डिंगली एडजस्ट करना. तो उसके लिए मैं क्या करूंगा, एक्सटेंशन में जाऊंगा एंड क्लिक करूंगा क्या, ऑप्टिमाइज ज्योमेट्री. नाउ सी इट इज एडजस्ट. अब देख सकते हैं कौन सी ज्योमेट्री में एडजस्ट हुआ मॉलिक्यूल, कौन सा कन्फर्मर है ये, एंटी. कैन यू सी दिस, मॉलिक्यूल कौन सा कन्फर्मर में एडजस्ट हुआ है, एंटी कन्फर्मर में एडजस्ट हुआ है. करेक्ट. डू नो व्हाट इज द एनर्जी? तो हम इसको चेक भी कर सकते हैं एनर्जी को. इसके लिए क्या करना, फिर से एक्सटेंशन में जाना, मॉलिक्यूलर मैकेनिक्स में जाना, कैलकुलेट एनर्जी. ठीक है, एक्सटेंशन में मॉलिक्यूलर मैकेनिक्स में कैलकुलेट एनर्जी. सो व्हाट इज एनर्जी? -21.0548. नोट डाउन करके रखिए एक बार इसको, कितनी एनर्जी, -21.0548. सो दिस इज द एनर्जी ऑफ दिस मॉलिक्यूल. ठीक है, मैं ना थोड़ा सा इसको डिस्टॉर्ट करता हूं, फॉर एग्जांपल ऐसा कर दिया. ठीक है, अब फिर से एनर्जी कैलकुलेट करते हैं, एक्सटेंशन मॉलिक्यूलर मैकेनिक्स कैलकुलेट एनर्जी। नाउ सी व्हाट इज एनर्जी, काफी बढ़ गई, प्लस में आ गई, जो एनर्जी माइनस में थी अब वो क्या आ गई, प्लस में आ गई। सो यू कैन सी ये स्टेबलाइज फॉर्म है क्या मॉलिक्यूल का, नहीं ये मॉलिक्यूल का स्टेबलाइज फॉर्म नहीं है, तो इसको मैं वापस क्या करूंगा, ऑप्टिमाइज ज्योमेट्री। नाउ व्हाट हैपन, मॉलिक्यूल फिर से ऑप्टिमाइज हो गया, ठीक है। लेट अस सी व्हाट इज एनर्जी, एक्सटेंशन गो टू मॉलिक्यूलर मैकेनिक्स कैलकुलेट एनर्जी, -21.2383, इज इट द सेम एज दैट ऑफ द प्रीवियस, नहीं थोड़ी सी चेंज हुई है,
No.
बड़ी कि कम हुई है, वैल्यू इंक्रीज हुई है कि वैल्यू कम हुई है, डिक्रीज हुई है, मतलब और ज्यादा स्टेबलाइज हुआ मॉलिक्यूल कि अनस्टेबलाइज हुआ, मॉलिक्यूल बढ़ी ना कि डिक्रीज हुई, माइनस में, यानी 21 पॉइंट पहले कितना था, 0.5, हाँ तो ये और ज्यादा स्टेबलाइज हो गया मॉलिक्यूल, दैट्स गुड, ठीक है। अब मुझे मॉलिक्यूल को और स्टेबलाइज करना है इससे भी ज्यादा, so that can also be possible by applying a various force field, ठीक है। now what is this force field, तो आप यहाँ पे E पे क्लिक करिए, when you click on this E, तो राइट साइड में देखो यहाँ पे कुछ ऑप्शंस आ गए, कैन यू सी दिस ऑप्शंस, UFF, और उस पे क्लिक करेंगे GFF, जेमिकल, MMFF94, MMFF94S, ठीक है। ये सब क्या है, फोर्स फील्ड के नाम है, we'll see later on in the various different lectures, there are the various force fields, okay, so these are the force field, UFF का full form होता है universal force field, MMFF it is representing a Merck molecular force field, okay, and GFF somewhere I have to find out what is the full form, okay, तो ऐसे हर एक force field रहती है। UFF का मतलब क्या होता है, it is a universal force field, it is applicable for each molecule, it may be a small molecule, it may be a protein, it may be a DNA, अगर आप किसको भी स्केच करते हैं सॉफ्टवेयर में, यू कैन अप्लाई UFF। MMFF94 जो रहती है, इट इज ओनली यूज फॉर द ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स, MMFF94 जो है ये सिर्फ ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं, बाकी मॉलिक्यूल के लिए यूज नहीं करना है, प्रोबेबली नहीं करना है, लेकिन आप नहीं आपके पास कोई दूसरी अवेलेबल, इन दैट केस यू कैन यूज, ठीक है। सो राइट नाउ आई एम सिलेक्टिंग अ UFF फोर्स फील्ड, यहाँ पे एक ऑप्शन है steepest descent, so this is the algorithm which we are selecting। आपको मैं बता दूं कि बहुत सारे जो आपको विजुअलाइजेशन यहाँ पे दिखते हैं, इसके पीछे बहुत सारे मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशंस होते रहते हैं, so there are different approaches, okay, for calculating this energy, for calculating this force field, तो यहाँ पे एक algorithm यूज कर रहे हैं मैथ्स का, what is the name of this algorithm, steepest descent algorithm by using force field what, UFF, okay। और जैसे आप यहाँ पे स्टार्ट बटन दबाएंगे, ये मॉलिक्यूल देखना और थोड़ा सा ऑप्टिमाइज होना स्टार्ट कर रहा है, यहाँ पे दिख रहा है चेंज इन एनर्जी DE, वो कंटिन्यूसली चेंज होते जा रहा है, ठीक है। अब आपको सपोज ये समझेगा नहीं मॉलिक्यूल क्या सही में चेंज हो रहा है क्या एनर्जी, तो मैं उसको फिर से डिस्टॉर्ट करता हूँ, कैन यू सी, मैं मॉलिक्यूल को डिस्टॉर्ट करता हूँ तो व्हाट हैपेंस, वो वापस क्या होता है, अपने आप को एडजस्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा है, ठीक है। ऐसे ऐसे मैं अलग अलग चेंज करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, यू कैन सी द मॉलिक्यूल इज एडजस्टिंग इटसेल्फ। सो व्हाट आई एम शोइंग, फोर्स फील्ड क्या कर रहा है, मॉलिक्यूल को स्टेबलाइज करेगा, अब D 0 हो गया, मतलब मॉलिक्यूल क्या हो चुका है, ऑप्टिमाइज हो चुका है, ठीक है। उसके बाद आपको यहाँ पे स्टॉप बटन दबाना, ठीक है। अब स्टॉप बटन दबाने के बाद देखते हैं हम एनर्जी क्या कुछ ऑप्टिमाइज हुई है क्या, सो लेट अस कैलकुलेट द एनर्जी। नाउ व्हाट इज द एनर्जी, -16, मतलब मॉलिक्यूल ऑप्टिमाइज हुआ क्या, नहीं, उससे पहले वाला ज्यादा ऑप्टिमाइज था, ठीक है। तो आप यानी देख सकते हैं कि फोर्स फील्ड अप्लाई करने के बाद भी मॉलिक्यूल क्या नहीं हुआ है, ऑप्टिमाइज नहीं हुआ है। सो दिस इज अ वन थिंग विच आई वांट टू शो यू हियर, हम जब कुछ भी फोर्स फील्ड अप्लाई करते हैं, ठीक है, तो हर फोर्स फील्ड का एक एम रहता है, सो व्हाट इज द एम, कि मॉलिक्यूल सबसे स्टेबल कंफर्मेशन में आ जाए, एंड व्हाट इज द स्टेबल कंफर्मेशन फॉर दिस, इट इज दिस एंटी प्लेनर, करेक्ट, ये मॉलिक्यूल का सबसे स्टेबल कंफर्मेशन है। लेकिन इस केस में देखा हम मॉलिक्यूल सबसे स्टेबल कंफर्मेशन में अचीव नहीं हुआ बाय अप्लाइंग UFF फोर्स फील्ड, सो इट मे बी पॉसिबल विथ यू इन फ्यूचर आल्सो, ठीक है। सो क्या होता है, इस जो पोजीशन रहती है इसको बोला जाता है, एक वर्ड यूज किया जाता है, इसको बोला जाता है ग्लोबल मिनिमा, What is the word used is global. So what is a global minima? So what is the global minima represent? The molecule is the most stable conformation in this particular form. But UFF or MMFF 94, it is not always possible that it will take you to the global minima. Sometimes it will take you to this particular position also. कौन सी position? यहाँ पे भी लेके आ सकता है, molecule यहाँ पे भी लेके आ सकता है. And these are called as a local minima. What is the word used is? Local minima. ठीक है. तो हर एक फोर्स फील्ड का एम क्या है? मॉलिक्यूल को कौन से पोजीशन पे लेके आना? ग्लोबल मिनिमा पे लेके आना. लेकिन समटाइम्स फोर्स फील्ड कहाँ पे स्टॉप कर सकता है मॉलिक्यूल को? लोकल मिनिमा पे भी स्टॉप कर सकता है. सो आप यानी इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल टू अचीव अ ग्लोबल मिनिमा इच एवरी टाइम. ठीक है. नाउ तो दो सॉफ्टवेयर अभी हमने देखे. फर्स्ट इज केमस्केच, सेकंड इज एवोगैड्रो. होप सो आपको समझ में आया होगा. आप इसको और ज्यादा एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं. एवोगैड्रो इज आल्सो सिंपल. गो टू गूगल, जस्ट डाउनलोड द वेरी फर्स्ट लिंक, यू विल गेट दिस सॉफ्टवेयर ऑन योर स्क्रीन ऑफ द पीसी. ठीक है. तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं इसमें. आप स्ट्रक्चर रेडीमेड रिट्राइव भी कर सकते हैं. इफ सपोज आपको कोई स्ट्रक्चर रेडीमेड चाहिए तो गो टू द फाइल, क्लिक ऑन import by chemical name. Suppose I am adding a name ibuprofen. It is a very well known molecule, correct? Ibuprofen. When I click okay, वो स्ट्रक्चर यहाँ पे रिट्राइव होना चाहिए. इफ आई एम राइटिंग अ करेक्ट स्पेलिंग, ibuprofen, नहीं आया, ये आ गया. क्या कैन यू सी दिस स्ट्रक्चर नाउ? तो मैंने रेडीमेड ड्रॉ कर दिया स्ट्रक्चर just with the adding a name. So ऐसी भी features available है. You can use extensions with the Avogadro. You can see Avogadro can be used with the Games, it can be used with the Gaussian, it can be used with the MOPAC and so many other quantum chemical calculations. You can use for the DFT calculation also this Avogadro. So that is the use of this Avogadro. Okay. Next is a Marvin Sketch. Let me show you this also. It is again a very good software. I told you this Marvin Sketch is not free. Okay, it is only free for 1 year for academic and research purpose. For that you have to apply to the Chemexon website. There are certain ready-made databases also available, ligand databases. Okay. Let me show you one or more ligand databases. Suppose I am typing a zinc 15. Now the new version is also available, zinc 20 is also available. I request all the participants to follow the timings. So what happens, these disturbances will not occur in the future. Okay, now let us see this how Marvin Sketch look like. So this is the screen of Marvin Sketch. Okay, similarly to that of the Chem Sketch, something a normal representation. So let me draw one structure. Now in this case, I'm not drawing a structure. What I'm doing, I'm taking a smile notation. I'm just clicking on this smile, Control C, go to the Marvin Sketch, and I'm doing a Control V. Okay, it is not taking from this. Edit, paste as a smile. It is not working available. File. Control C. Let me check. Control V. Yeah. So what I did here, I have just taken a structure. Okay. Control A, Control C, and I'm going to Marvin View and Control V. So see, I don't have to draw the structure. The structure is ready-made available. Now the Marvin Sketch is providing the feature that what you can do, you can convert this 2D structure into again a 3D structure. So just go to the structure, clean in 3D. Now see what happened. The molecule is converted into a 3D structure. Can you see this? The same structure now it is in a 3D conformations which is available. Okay. If suppose you want to calculate the different conformations for this molecule with the energy, there is one option. Go to the calculation conformers. Click on conformer. I am using now in this case MMFF94 force field. Okay. I am just taking a 110 conformer. Okay. And click OK. मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, ये मॉलिक्यूल लिया और इसमें 10 कन्फर्मर जनरेट कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है, 10 अलग अलग कन्फर्मर. तो ये पॉसिबल होता है यहाँ पे मार्जिन स्केच में आप 10 कन्फर्मर यहाँ पे जनरेट कर सकते हैं. अगर 10 है तो, हाँ 10 नहीं है तो फिर वो जितने हैं उतने ही जनरेट करके देगा. तो आप बोलेंगे सर आपने बोला 10 और 10 जनरेट नहीं हुए. तो इन दिस केस अब देखिए कितने कन्फर्मर जनरेट हुए हैं, 10 हो गए. राइट, कैन यू सी द स्क्रीन? आपको दिखाई दे रही है? ठीक है, अब ये एक एक मॉलिक्यूल है आपका. ठीक है, पहला कन्फर्मर जो है उसकी एनर्जी कितनी है, 51.57. ठीक है, लास्ट जो कन्फर्मर है उसकी एनर्जी कितनी है, 54. तो कौन सा लोएस्ट स्टेबल कन्फर्मर है, फर्स्ट वन. ठीक है, आप इस मॉलिक्यूल को सेव कर सकते हैं. यू कैन सेव द सिलेक्शन और इसको यूज कर सकते हैं. अगर सपोज आपको ये नहीं यूज करना, दूसरा यूज करना है तो वो दूसरा यूज करिए. तो इस तरीके से आप कन्फर्मर जनरेट कर सकते हैं ना मार्जिन स्केच. ठीक है, व्हाट यू कैन डू, नॉट ओनली कन्फर्मर, आप और भी जैसे प्रॉपर्टीज कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. टोपोलॉजिकल एनालिसिस, पोलर सरफेस एरिया. सपोज इस मॉलिक्यूल में पोलर सरफेस एरिया कौन कौन सा. ठीक है, क्लिक ओके. कुछ फीचर्स फ्री है, कुछ फीचर्स पेड है. तो यहाँ पे देखो ये रेड एंड ग्रीन. So what this represent? This is the polar surface area in this model. Naturally, O oxygen, OH, it is a polar. यहाँ पे क्लोरीन है, it is having a polarity. Nitrogen somewhere it is having a low polarity. बाकी सब कौन सा है, कार्बन है, मतलब हाइड्रोफोबिक रीजन. You can go for the elemental analysis. pKa कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, आइसोइलेक्ट्रिक पॉइंट कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, सोल्युबिलिटी. शायद ये फीचर अवेलेबल ना हो एक्वियस सोल्युबिलिटी. हाँ, तो सी इट इज नॉट अवेलेबल, यानी कि ये फीचर पेड वर्जन में अवेलेबल है. कैलकुलेट CNMR, HNMR प्रेडिक्शन. HNMR प्रेडिक्शन नॉट अवेलेबल आई थिंक अगेन. या इट इज प्रेडिक्टिंग. तो अगर सपोज जो केमिस्ट्री के स्टूडेंट है, हाँ नहीं हो रहा है ना, NMR नहीं होगा इसमें. बट अगर आप केमिस्ट्री के स्टूडेंट है, आपने सपोज स्पेक्ट्रा किया है NMR का और आपको चेक करना है जो मेरा NMR का स्पेक्ट्रा है वो सही है क्या गलत है. So what you can do, just draw your structure, go to this calculation, predict the NMR. ये NMR को क्या कर सकता है, बिल्ड करके दे सकता है. मतलब आप उसको कंपेयर कर सकते हैं आपका जो अवेलेबल NMR है विद द इंस्ट्रूमेंट और जो स्केच करके जो स्ट्रक्चर बनना चाहिए था NMR का प्रेडिक्टेड, वो मैच हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. अगर वो मैच हो रहा है मतलब आपका कंपाउंड प्योर है, सिंथेसाइज हुआ है. नहीं मैच हुआ, देयर इज सम डिफरेंसेस, तो माइट बी इट मे हैव सम इम्प्योरिटीज और योर स्ट्रक्चर इज नॉट बैड. ठीक है, तो ये पेड वर्जन में जनरली अवेलेबल है, शायद इस पे काम ना करे. ठीक है, तो एक मार्जिन स्केच भी है, आप यूज कर सकते हैं. राइट नाउ आई एम क्लोजिंग दिस मार्जिन स्केच आल्सो, इट इज टेकिंग अ लॉट टाइम. ठीक है, तब तक हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. नेक्स्ट, नाउ द डिस्क्रिप्टर. तो हमने देखा अभी जैसे हम मॉलिक्यूल्स की क्या कर सकते हैं, प्रॉपर्टी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. मॉलिक्यूल की प्रॉपर्टी समझता है सबको, एवरीवन समझता है मॉलिक्यूल की प्रॉपर्टी. मॉलिक्यूल प्रॉपर्टी इज नथिंग बट व्हाट, how many number of carbons it has, how many number of nitrogen it has, what is the bond length, how many sp3 hybridized carbon, how many sp2 hybridized carbon, how many aromatic carbon, how many OH group, how many electron donating atom, how many electron acceptor. ऐसे बहुत सारे फीचर्स रहते हैं मॉलिक्यूल के. हम उस फीचर्स को ही क्या बोलते हैं, डिस्क्रिप्टर्स. कुछ डिस्क्रिप्टर 1D रहते हैं, कुछ डिस्क्रिप्टर 2D रहते हैं एंड कुछ डिस्क्रिप्टर 3D रहते हैं. So let us see what is a 1D descriptor. या इसके पहले या डायरेक्टली जाते हैं हम स्लाइड पे. What is a 0D descriptor? So 0D descriptor it represent atom count, bond count, molecular weight, sum of atomic property, chemical formula, right? आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे ये सब चीजें हम कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं केम स्केच में, तो इसको बोलते हैं 0D descriptor. Then next is a 1D descriptor. 1D represent what? How many primary carbon, secondary carbon, tertiary carbon, है ना? How many aromatic carbon, how many number of hydrogen bond donor atom, how many hydrogen bond acceptor atom. हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड डोनर कौन से रहते हैं? which atoms are hydrogen bond donor? OH है, NH है, so they are called as a hydrogen bond donor. Acceptor कौन से रहते हैं? तो single O, single N, so they represent hydrogen bond acceptor. ठीक है, तो ये नंबर्स काउंट करने पड़ते हैं. तो ये जैसे मॉलिक्यूल में आप देख रहे हैं मैंने कुछ रिप्रेजेंट किया नाइट्रोजन ऑक्सीजन विद द कलर, so they are representing hydrogen bond donor and acceptor. ठीक है, जो डबल बॉन्ड रहता है मतलब दैट कार्बन इज sp2 हाइब्रिडाइज. जो सिंगल बॉन्ड के साथ सारे अटैच है कार्बन ये कौन से रहते हैं? sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज कार्बन. तो दैट इज आल्सो अ प्रॉपर्टी, अ स्ट्रक्चरल फीचर ऑफ अ मॉलिक्यूल. Then 2D descriptor. 2D descriptor there are certain names which are given although the bond length, like you can see one example ring CS5b. So what is the meaning of this ring CS5b? It represents ring carbon atom within a 5 bond from the sulfur atom. यहाँ पे एक देखो सल्फर एटम है 23 नंबर पे और उससे पास में कितने रिंग कार्बन एटम है. ठीक है, विद इन अ 5 बॉन्ड, तो 1 2 3 4 5 है ना. 5 बॉन्ड के अंदर कितने कार्बन एटम्स है? तो 1 2 3 4 जो कलर करके दिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे बोल्ड किया हुआ है मैंने यहाँ पे रिप्रेजेंट किया हुआ. सो इट इज अ 2D डिस्क्रिप्टर. सर्टेन दिस आर द 3D डिस्क्रिप्टर, क्योंकि हम मॉलिक्यूल को 2D में नहीं रखते. आपने देखा होगा केमिस्ट्री में हमने क्या किया, मॉलिक्यूल 2D में था, लेकिन एवोगैड्रो में हमारा मॉलिक्यूल कौन से फॉर्मेट में दिख रहा था? हमें 3D फॉर्मेट में दिख रहा था. तो 3D प्रॉपर्टीज रहती है, जैसे बॉन्ड एंगल, ये क्या 2D प्रॉपर्टी है? मे बी, बट समवेयर इट मे बी अ 3D प्रॉपर्टी. सरफेस एरिया, इज इट 2D प्रॉपर्टी? नो, सरफेस एरिया इज अ 3D प्रॉपर्टी. इतना सरफेस एरिया कैसा हो सकता है? हाइड्रोफोबिक सरफेस एरिया, हाइड्रोफिलिक सरफेस एरिया, सल्फर एटम वाला सरफेस एरिया, oxygen polar surface area, non-polar surface area. There are so many other types of surface area. There are certain energies like homo energy, lumo energy. ठीक है, ठीक है, ये भी क्या रहते हैं? 3D प्रॉपर्टीज रहती है. तो यहाँ पे मैंने एक एग्जांपल बताया वापस एक डिस्क्रिप्टर का. So what is the name of this descriptor? S minus SASA. What is the full form? Solvent accessible surface area of negatively charged sulfur atom. ये क्या बोल रहा है? एक सरफेस एरिया कैलकुलेट करना है कौन से एटम्स का? नेगेटिवली चार्ज सल्फर एटम का. तो यहाँ पे दिख रहा है जो कलर किया हुआ पोजीशन है, इट इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग अ नेगेटिवली चार्ज सल्फर एटम सरफेस एरिया. ये वैल्यू अपने को कैलकुलेट करनी है. ये वैल्यू अगर कैलकुलेट हो गई तो हम इसको क्या बोलेंगे? प्रॉपर्टी. सो ओवरऑल हम डिस्क्रिप्टर किसे बोलते हैं? डिस्क्रिप्टर को क्या बोल सकते हैं? डिस्क्रिप्टर आर द फीचर्स और वैल्यूज व्हिच रिप्रेजेंट योर chemical structure property. ठीक है, can you see this one video? एक सवाल है. Descriptor in USA are also known as structural feature, structural property, or structural attributes. So how many structural features of one molecule may have? Can you guess? Anyone? How many are structural features of one molecule may have? आपको ऑनलाइन सुनाई दे रहा है सबको?
यस सर.
तो कोई मुझे आंसर बताएगा? क्वेश्चन क्या है? दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. हाउ मेनी स्ट्रक्चरल फीचर ऑफ वन मॉलिक्यूल में है? कितने फीचर्स हो सकते हैं एक मॉलिक्यूल के? यानी कितनी प्रॉपर्टी आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं एक मॉलिक्यूल की? हाँ, तो कितने हो सकते हैं? नंबर्स बताओ. 10 20 30 50 100. कोई बोल रहा है, मुझे आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
ऑडिबल सर?
हाँ, या नाउ ऑडिबल.
Is it about electric and physical properties?
Hello, sir.
Is
Please.
it about Is it about physical and electronic properties of molecule?
It is about all the properties. All the properties.
Okay. Okay, including electronic and steric properties.
Yes, including electronic property, even the basic that we have discussed now, 0D, 1D, 2D, 3D. So one molecule may have how many properties? Number of properties, right? So
does it depend on the structure or is it applicable to all the structures?
Generally, yeah, it is depend on the structures. Some structures they show a value of 0 for some of the properties, okay, and some structure they have a values. So one molecule, but if suppose you want to define a molecule, okay, yeah, for the value, suppose I'm having a molecule like cyclohexanol, okay, and if suppose I want to calculate the feature, how many aromatic carbon, then definitely it will come to 0 because cyclohexanol will not have an aromatic carbon. But I am defining this molecule, do it is aromatic or not. So aromatic or not, it is a property and we have calculated the value, that is a 0. Okay, but same in case of a toluene, how many aliphatic carbon? So 1. So that is a feature. Okay, that is what I am saying. So you can actually calculate more than 30,000 structural features for one molecule. What I am saying, you can calculate 30,000 structural feature or even more. I am not saying less, but you can calculate more than 30,000 structural feature for the one molecule. Okay, so that can be possible, and for that I can suggest you go to these two websites which are free again. One is this website www.scbdd.com. In short, you can write in Google ChemDays. So if you're writing in Google ChemDays, you can go to this front website and you can calculate the sum of the features. Okay, there is one more website, Ochem. Ochem is again a web server and that can be used to calculate the structural feature. And all there are the different types of the structural feature which is available. You can see the screenshot of the Ochem, and in this screenshot now you can see certain features you can calculate for the one molecule. Like first one, Alvadisk. Okay, so this Alvadisk is actually a software, and Alvadisk structural feature can be calculated by using a Ochem. See, Alvadisk is a paid software, commercial software. If you want to explore the various features of Alvadisk, then there is a paid. But the structural feature or the descriptor you can calculate freely here in the Ochem web server. And how many features you can calculate? 5,666 features for one molecule. Dragon, 5,270 features. There is one descriptor, you can see pi descriptor, and this software is calculating 16,251 properties of a one molecule. It's all free. You have to just go to the Ochem, you have to draw your structure, or you have to paste your smile notations, just click submit and you will find all these features in your hand. Okay, so that is what I want to say to you. You can use this. Now the next part, molecular similarity and molecular diversity analysis. Okay, now what is this molecular similarity? You can see each dot here, it is representing a one molecule. Each dot is representing a one molecule, and you can see some molecules are interconnected with each other, and below you can see there is a one value that is called as a PIC50 value. What is PIC50 value? It is just nothing but an inhibitory concentration in a log form. Negative log of IC50, it is called as a PIC50. Okay, so higher the PIC50 value, better is the molecule biological activity. Higher the PIC50 value, better is the molecule biological activity. Lower the PIC50 value, bad is the molecule for that particular activity. So in case blue color, if any dots is having a blue color, and it is a highly potential for any biological activity that I have not mentioned here, but it is a highly potent molecule for inhibiting that particular enzyme or receptor or target. If it is having a green color, any dot, it represents what? It is a bad molecule. So naturally, if you are designing a new molecule, So you have to design a molecule analogous to what? Blue dots, and it should not be green dot. So you have to compare two structure. What is the similarity between my design structure and a ready-made available structure? Correct? So that is what we can analyze. That we can analyze the similarity between the two molecule, and that is what we are learning now. And the molecule can be naturally compared by certain features. That is a descriptor. Now we know there are so many features. Okay, so when we compare the two molecule, we may compare by using a features, molecular descriptors, correct? Either 1D, 2D, 3D. So these are the features that will be helpful for comparing a two molecule. There is a one coefficient which is calculated for the molecules to compare them, which is very well known as a Tanimoto coefficient, or it is also known as a Jacquard coefficient. Tanimoto coefficient, or it is also known as a Jacquard coefficient. What is the basic formula for this? Similarity is equal to C divided by A plus B minus C. Okay, now see what is C, A and B. Suppose this red circle it represent the features of A, B circle represent the features of B, then definitely the some features are going to be overlapping for A and B, and that we call it as a C. So the features which are common in A and B, it is called as a C. So you have to first calculate the features and you have to find out the common features. So the total number of common features divided by total number of features minus C, it gives you what? Similarity. If the value is close to 1, if the value is close to 1, then the molecules are nearly identical. And if the value is close to 0, then the two molecules are different. They are not analogous. They are not equal. Okay. So that can be calculated by using which coefficient? Tanimoto coefficient. The initial diagram which I have shown here, it is actually the activity cliff diagram. So there is another representation for the comparing a similarity between two molecule is the activity cliff analysis. And what this activity cliff analysis having an advantage over the Tanimoto coefficient is that it not only compare the two molecules similarity, but it takes on account the biological activity when comparing the similarity. Tanimoto coefficient is just only comparing a molecule on the basis of features, whereas in activity cliff it is also taking on account of what? Biological activity. So I prefer activity cliff analysis over the simple Tanimoto coefficient. Even you will find that in a published journal that activity cliff analysis is better as compared to Tanimoto coefficient. So let's have one practice how we can calculate the Tanimoto coefficient. Suppose you have a two molecule, molecule 1 and molecule 2. Certain features are given in the boxes. That is a benzene ring. So you can see both the molecules have a benzene ring. So it is assigned a 1. Then this functional group, carboxylic acid functional group. So both the molecules have same functional group 1 1. Similarly, the different functional groups are there, or different structural features for these molecules are there, and it was checked whether the molecule is having this feature or not. Okay, so 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 0. It is called as a fingerprint for the structure 1. Then 1 1 0 1 0 0 0. It is called as a fingerprint for the structure 2. So see, the some features are common in both the structure. Some features are present only in the first structure. It is absent in second structure. Okay, so we have to count now. So how many common features? See, 1 1 1 1 तीन जगह पे मैच हो रहा है. मतलब what is the value of C? 3. ठीक है. Now how many features in A? 1 2 3 4 5. So it is a 5. How many features in B? 1 2 3. So it is a 3. Minus 3 again. So what is the total answer? 0.6. So 0.6 is not near to 1. It is not near to 0. So what we can say that it is a 60% similar. The two structures are 60% similar according to these fingerprints. So have you understood how to calculate the Tanimoto coefficient or Jacquard coefficient? Now one practice for you. I have already given the fingerprints You have to calculate the Tanimoto coefficient and give me the answer. You just take a screenshot, बाद में मुझे WhatsApp कर देना, ठीक है? Just take a screenshot, बाद में मुझे WhatsApp कर देना. We are running out of time, so that's why. ठीक है? सबने लिया screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm moving ahead. Yeah, there is a one software known as a NIME, and this NIME can be useful to compare the structural features of the different molecules. This is a NIME node representations. Okay, I'm just showing you कैसे होता है, and one more activity cliff analysis. So एक just fast देखते हैं कैसे कर सकते हैं. It will take some time. So see it for 9 what I can suggest you, if you have a 8 GB RAM in your laptop or PC, then only you install this software. It works only above 8 GB RAM. Okay, if you have a RAM below 4 GB, 8 GB, 4 GB like that, it will take a lot of time in working. Okay, so now see, yesterday I just had this work, the similarity analysis. For the use of all this software freely, actually you need a very good PC configuration. As high as your PC configuration, all the software will work very smoothly. It will work like that of the Makhan. Otherwise, it will take a lot time. What happens right now? ओके, जब तक ये भी काम करता है. इन बिटवीन एनी क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम योर साइड? कुछ पार्ट जो कहीं मिस हो गया किसी का? तब तक ये जिंक 15 रह गया था, करेक्ट? तो सी दिस इज द फर्स्ट फ्रंट एंड ऑफ द जिंक 15. अगर आपको कोई स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में जानना है, नॉट वर्किंग, जिंक 20 देखते हैं. So see, this is a zinc 20, and see how many structure information it is available. 230 million purchasable compound and 750 million some purchasable compound analogs. So near about 750 million structure information is available. Click on these substances. मेरा इंटरनेट गया है. ओके, ये पहले देख लेते हैं जिंक 15. हाँ, सी दिस structure first hand you can see the screen. यहाँ पे देखो मैंने बताया था कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर है ऑनलाइन वेब सर्वर जो आपको स्ट्रक्चर को स्केच कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। तो आपको कोई स्ट्रक्चर यहाँ पे स्केच करना है तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पे स्ट्रक्चर को स्केच कर सकते हैं। ये स्माइल नोटेशंस भी डाल सकते हैं। अब सपोज ऐसा कोई स्ट्रक्चर मैंने स्केच कर दिया, एंटर दबा दिया, ओके। तो आपके स्ट्रक्चर की सारी प्रॉपर्टीज कैलकुलेट हो जाएंगी। इट इज टेकिंग अ टाइम। दूसरा हम रेडीमेड स्ट्रक्चर सर्च करते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल कौन सा स्ट्रक्चर लेते हैं, बेसिक पैरासिटामोल ऑप्शन में देता है पैरासिटामोल सर्च करने के लिए। So देखो paracetamol it is also known as acetaminophen. It is available in the sulfate form as well as glucoronate form, ठीक है। हम बेसिक पैरासिटामोल के ऊपर सर्च करते हैं। each molecule it is having a one code zinc 135508668. So this is a code which is used by the zinc, ठीक है। आगे ये कुछ काम नहीं कर रहा है, इट इज टेकिंग अ हैंग, इट इज हैंगिंग। मैं दूसरी वेबसाइट देखता हूँ, एक पबकेम करके भी और एक वेबसाइट है, ओके। सो दिस इज ऑल्सो अनदर डाटाबेसेस जहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारे कंपाउंड्स का इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगा। दे always updates their information. So right now at present how many molecules information, 112 million compounds, 279 million substances, 295 billion bioactivities, 34 million literatures and 42 million patents information is available in this website. So you can see huge databases, correct? So in this let us find this molecule paracetamol. Spelling mistake होगी कि still it is taking. ठीक है। वेरी फर्स्ट मॉलिक्यूल इज acetaminophen. So see 2D structure is available, 3D structure is also available as well as the crystal structure is available. It will be needed to you in later on. And again you can see the 3D structure. ये कौन सा फॉर्म है, बॉल एंड स्टिक मॉडल, करेक्ट। if you click here it is only a stick notation. If you click here it is only wireframe. It is again a VDB and that is van der Waals forces, van der Waals spheres which is available. So you can see a different notations format which is available for your molecule. Now molecule you can see not only the structure but so many other information like chemical and physical properties, okay, spectral information. So these are all the properties which we have calculated in the ChemSketch: molecular weight, hydrogen bond donor, acceptor, isotopes, and all this structural see all this information is available here. Spectral information, chemical vendors, so who is selling this paracetamol or any other molecule which you are in search, agrochemical information, use, identification, manufacturing, safety, toxicity information, associated literatures with the paracetamol, okay, the patents, even the clinical trials which are going under the paracetamol that will also be displayed. But I don't find here any this clinical trial information, but you can explore, okay। So patent देख लेते हैं कौन से है। So all this patent you can just click on this and you will direct it to the patents which are related with the paracetamol. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे databases हैं, आप इसको explore कर सकते हैं। Yeah, now coming to this 9 and you can see this is a workflow which you can create. I will, if I have a time, I will explain to you how you can draw these nodes, how you can use these nodes, and how you can calculate the similarity viewer. Right now I'm just directly taking a results. First of all, before taking a results, I can show you I have a certain molecules, okay, how many molecules I am having. So I am having near about 308 rows, okay. 308 rows means I am having a 308 molecules in this particular database. First column you can see row ID, second column you can see the structures, third column you can see the fingerprints. Now what is this fingerprint that we have discussed right now? the features 0 1 0 1 what we are marking, and the last column it is a similarity. What is the similarity? It is just nothing but a Tanimoto coefficient. So 0.29, 0.31. Okay, in this way we can calculate the Tanimoto coefficient for 300 molecules, and it is taking just a 1 minute. If suppose I am comparing a two molecule individually, it will take a lot of time. But with this software, you can see I have compared 308 molecule within a 1 minute. So it can be possible. Okay. So if suppose I want to view what is the similarity between any two molecule, there is a one heat map which is generated. Now what this heat map says that if it is a red color here, okay, I'm changing the position. If it is a green color here, just a second. Hello. हाँ सर गुड मॉर्निंग. ये सर गुड मॉर्निंग कॉलेज में हूँ. हाँ ठीक है. Okay, sorry for disturbances. Yeah, you can see my screen now. आपको दिख रहा है ये? यहाँ पे ना एक्चुअली एक हीट मैप जनरेट हुआ है. And see, as I am taking a arrow in this heat map, a molecules are changing on the right side. और यहाँ पे नीचे में क्या आ रहा है? एक सिमिलरिटी स्कोर आ रहा है. ठीक है. रेड टू ग्रीन ऑप्शन आ रहा है. सो व्हाट इज दिस ग्रीन रिप्रेजेंट? A green represent that molecules are very similar to each other. You can see the, if suppose मैंने green के पास लेके गया, the molecule structures are also given and below the similarity score is also mentioned. जैसे मैं red की तरफ लेके जाता हूँ, see the similarity score change हो गया 0.11. So these two molecules are dissimilar. So which two molecule? A molecule 173 and 174. Okay. 162 and 129 56% similar. So you can compare the similarity between any two molecules. तो आपके पास में अगर हजारों भी मॉलिक्यूल है और हजारों मॉलिक्यूल का आपस में सिमिलरिटी चेक करना है, so with this 9 nodes it is possible to do this within a fraction of time. ठीक है. So that is what about the 9. And about the activity cliff that we will discuss in the next session, the activity cliff analysis, how to build this structure. Okay. So that's all for today. Any questions? Anyone?